Welcome back. I'm not going to use the word comeback. It's great to have you back.
Thank you, Pooja.
And, I think the last time I spoke to you about a movie was Ravan. And now, they say that when you come back, as you've come back after a blissfully long break, so what was it like? It was just very easy to get back, or did you take your time?
Well, seemingly I took my time, but actually time has just flown me by. I haven't even realized how it has just gone by. And I think anyone who's become a new parent, and I don't know how many years I'm going to keep saying a new parent. It's like was a new bride for the longest time. I'm going to feel like the new mother for the longest time, because in a mother's life, I think every day is a new day.
Very true.
Time has flown by. I've had no concept of it. Glad on it. Wouldn't have had it any other way. It just means it's been a very, very busy time, and that's good news. But the more and more people say that it's been long, and people document it. I thought it was 3 years, because I thought, okay, 3 years. When Aradhya turned 3, I started working on Jazba. And everybody goes, no, but 5 years since you stopped shooting for Guzarish. And I'm like, wow, 5 years? So if that means you've missed me, thank you. But I haven't realized time gone by at all.
The moment like Aradhya started, I think crawling, people were calling you like movies. Why Jazba?
Now, when you see the movie, you will recognize why. I'm sure it'll be answered. To put it simply, I would have agreed to the subject, the content of the film 5 years ago or 5 years hence. So it wasn't a subject that I chose, considering the fact that this is a movie my viewers would see after a bit of a break since Guzarish. That wasn't the reasons for my choosing to be on board. I would have done this film anytime. But yes, I will confess that to play Anuradha with absolute honesty in terms of the truth I could bring to nuancing Anuradha Verma, that's the name of my character in the film, it holds grain today that I am a mother. Because now there's, the nuancing comes from a point of honesty. True. I know the emotions. Maybe 5 years ago, I would be acting it in my understanding of what motherhood would evoke. True. But today I know it. So that kind of fits in perfectly. But very honestly, that was not the plan. I think Mani Ratnam's movie was supposed to start last year. And then his film went, he chose to then make another film. This film was getting delayed. And Jazba took off. And I'm very glad on it, because the way it rolled, I guess this was meant to be. And it's a film with an incredible cast that has come together, wonderful team of technicians, and we feel at home on a subject like this.
And also with motherhood come additional fears. Every mother, somewhere, there's some fear at the back of her mind. So playing Anuradha Verma, she's also a mom who's dealing with a lot.
Yeah.
So, you could
I wouldn't wish that situation upon
anybody,
mother,
on anyone,
ever
on
whatsoever. And I do not want to experience any such.
Every mom has these fears, she walks with these fears.
Every mom has all kinds of fears.
Exactly.
It's from the minutest things. Each one thinks that it only crosses your mind. You're like, why? Even when you're not meant to think these things, think only positive thoughts. Every possible parent, I'm speaking as a mother because I am a woman, but every parent has all kinds of fears and thoughts, and you wouldn't wish such situations upon anyone.
Absolutely.
So in terms of knowing that aspect, no, but knowing what a parent could possibly feel, that comes from an honest place. And when a lot of people are asking me in terms of whether it played on my mind or it came back home with me, to give a very honest answer, when we're on a set, we are the actors playing the part.
Very true.
And you don't bring that home, and you don't want to bring a situation like this home at all. So no, it isn't, no way am I imagining, that's, the daughter's name is Sanaya in the film. So it's Sanaya all through, and it is that given situation. I'm not an actual lawyer. So it is that complete situation stays true to the film. Yeah. The only thing that, like I said, comes from a place of honesty is the fact that I can well imagine and I know what a parent can go through in the given situation, and a working woman at it. When you're challenged to have to give your best to, you have to do your case to your best, because that's what you're compelled to do.
I'm a working mom now, so was it easy balancing?
Whoa, multitasking on another level. Pooja, how many interviews over the years, okay? And you keep saying 24 hours is too short, and we keep redefining that with every new experience in your life. and this redefines it on another level. But yeah, I wouldn't trade it for anything else, because there's
Aradhya, okay with mom going to office?
you know the term, right? It's office. Like I said, I wouldn't have it any other way. I think it's what we bring upon ourselves. There can always be an easier way out, but as in, you know, okay, you go to work and that's it. That's the way the day is meant to roll. But I keep feeling that, you know, so far the career we choose, it's not it has immense discipline and expectation. It is a very tough job. Any wannabe actors and actresses, please, it isn't easy by any means. It's commitment on another level, and if you've always worked like that, that's what you want to bring to the table.
Very true.
So if you probably going back to your first question, when you say what made you take your time, so yes, from the first year I had the scripts and I was discussing, and you know, before you become a mother, you think, yeah, I can start work in a couple of months, and then those months fly by and you're like, yeah, maybe just 2 more, maybe just 3 more, because you're still discovering all that goes into parenting with an infant. And meanwhile, the beauty about filmmaking is that if a director needs to make a film right now, you can agree on a subject and the director would possibly make another project, or you lose out on a project, whichever way it rolls, and you could be making that film 9 months down the road or a year later. So that has happened with a couple of projects already, and that's the way we worked it out. So each year I thought, now in 2 months, and that's why I kept telling her, I've read scripts, I've okayed it, we should be starting shortly. But I think it worked out best that I started after she turned 3, and it has worked out comfortably for me, even though it's been a very, very hard working phase, because I was hell-bent on starting my days really early. I was very determined that I want to drop her to play school, and I want to kind of work out everything where she hardly really should not feel a sudden change of phase in life.
Absolutely.
So it's still, I needed and I wanted it to kind of break in very, very gently, in tandem with the growth spurt. And I think from like 3 or even 2.5 onwards, every other week, if not every other month, is such a change in their personality that the last 8-9 months has worked perfectly with her growth and understanding, with her maturing into becoming a complete little person, and with me working out my scheduling. So it was meant to be. That one was kind of spinning the plan, and I was going with the flow.